Hey guys, Carl, sir. First of all, I want to say thank you to everybody who has helped share the channel, helped get it around. Second of all, I wanted to show off some of my background stuff I'm starting to work on. As you can see, this one reads backwards. I had my friend make it for me. I am not artistic whatsoever, and didn't take into account that it was going to read backwards. So I got to ask it to make another one. I don't know. It's funny. It's just supposed to be something to kind of hold, and I'm actually gonna have him make Galagant's Gaming right above that too, like right above Carl Sir. It'll say Galagant's Gaming, because then it talks about the card company that I have as well as the account here. So two birds, one stone. Actually, three, because the third bird is the reason that we're here. The reason we're here is so that I can show people how to. If it looks like I'm looking off to the side like that way, it's because when I move this thing around, I sort of naturally like look to that whenever I'm talking, and that's why I usually keep it right there because then it's right next to the camera. But either way, I've heard a lot of people ask, "How do I submit a ticket? I did this one thing. It was really stupid. How do I get it undone?" I've had somebody who fed a 5-star one time, like a Nat 5, and he was like, "How do I submit a ticket?" I don't know whether he got his Nat 5 back or not, but I can tell you that they do work with you. I've lost something, and I can't remember what it was, but I fed something as well, and I sent them a ticket. Oh, I remember. I bought a skin, right? I went to the transmog, and I was looking at skins and trying to decide what to buy. As you can see, I now have Destruction Ruler Zeros. This is, but the problem was is that when I was looking through the skins, I clicked on somebody and clicked unlock. Well, then when you click unlock, it has a would you like to undo, and you can either hit yes or no. And I kind of just instinctively, that's a complex question. We're just not going to answer. Yeah, either way, I clicked the wrong button there, and it went through and bought the skin. The skin that it bought was for some monster I didn't even have. So it does me no good to hold on to. So I submitted a ticket, and I told them, and they gave me a one time rebate. Okay, one time they will refund your skin. They made it very clear that if it happened again, I was on my own. So the one time I was going to be good to go, but that was it. So, oops, that's the wrong thing anyway. So you can get stuff like that taken care of, but they will not do it over and over, right? Like they were very, very clear it was a one-time deal. So if you need to submit a ticket, if you've accidentally fed something really important, if you bought a pack and you didn't mean to buy a pack, if you leave everything in the inbox, you cannot pick up anything out of here, right? So if you buy a pack on accident, it'll send a bunch of crap to your gift box. If you leave it in your gift box, they will refund it for you. If you take even a single piece of the pack out of the gift box, they won't refund it. So if you buy something on accident, or if your child buys something because they were playing with your phone, or whatever, leave it in the inbox, and then you'll be able to submit a ticket. So if you want to submit a ticket, what you do is go to the top left over here. You can see where I'm, making the thing circle, and click on your picture, and it brings up this, and then this thing right here, one-to-one inquiry. So when you click here, it'll bring up this. I'm going to skip right to the things that I've submitted so that you can see. But basically it shows you right here. This is a big thing on like how to contact them. They really want you to go through all these things first to make sure that your question isn't already answered, right? Like, where's a good one we could talk about? Here's a good one. I changed my device, how can I transfer game data? So if you didn't know how to do that and you were like, crap, what do I do? They don't want you to submit a ticket for it. That's why it's here, because it's a frequently asked question. Basically, this is an FAQ. They don't actually label it as an FAQ, but it basically is. So it tells you right here, so you don't need to submit a ticket. You can just do it and then go on about your day. Well, if your question is not answered in this giant list, you can scroll all the way to the bottom and click Contact Us. Or, right here at the very top, it says Contact Us. And then it will bring up, eventually, there we go. So at the very top it says Summoners War. It's because they have several games that are theirs, right? So you've got to click the one that we're playing, in this case probably Summoners War. The category, you must select a category. It will not let you go forward. Purchase inquiries, I believe, is what you would do if for instance you bought something on accident. And then from there all you do is it automatically puts in this. If you want them to answer to you, or if you want to have a record of them answering you, then you want this, right? If you select this, you will get a copy to your email, but they will also answer this directly in the game. So it won't just go to your email. You can go ahead and select this. But in a title, if you have images to back up whatever, you can load up images right there. And then right here, it kind of explains how to, this whole thing right here, it's explaining how to get this, like what to fill out. And that's basically it. From there, you just click submit, which is at the bottom. You have to agree to the terms and click send. And then you'll submit a ticket depending on what it is that you're submitting a ticket about. I've seen as little as like a 24-hour answer, and I think the longest I've ever had was like a week. And it was actually a pretty bad time for that sort of thing when it came around for me. So I'm pretty sure you'll get an answer within like 48 to 72 hours. You can see I have submitted several tickets in the past. Some of them about, mostly actually, especially back in the day, I was really agitated that like they were just allowing people to just come in and, I mean, I can't even say what it is that these people were saying because it's so profane. I mean, I just don't like it. I really, I mean, you see it says extreme profanity. I use cuss words, right? I can't cuss in these videos because they'll get demonetized if they ever get monetized. But, and I cuss in the channels. These were people calling some guy the N-word 20 times. I mean, it was insane. They were just spamming bad words like they were trying to get, turned in. Not all these are stuff like that, though. Like, game keeps graphically crashing. That's actually a recent one. I'm still experiencing it. And it says that they've replied, and basically, if it says they've replied, that means they've replied to you. You can go check it out. This is the screenshot I took and sent them. This still happens to me, like, on a daily basis, and I don't know what's causing it. Basically, I filled out all the information. They sent me a thing saying, like, hey, try doing all this basic stuff, and I was like, yeah, I was born in the age of technology, so I've tried all those things, thanks. And I had to send back a ticket, and then and eventually what they ended up saying was, we'll send this to our dev team, thanks. Which is kind of annoying, because it means they didn't really answer the question for me, but at least they were trying, so I have to give them something. But that's basically it, guys. That's it for this video. It was just a tutorial about how to submit a ticket. I've seen a lot of people ask about it, so I figured I'd set it in. If you have an idea for a video that you would like done, feel free to either drop it in the comments or get a hold of me in-game. I am often in 140, right? Very often I'm in 140. Sometimes I'm not, but honestly, most time I am. So when I'm not in 140, I'm either super AFK farming anyway, or I just got into the game and I haven't, had a chance to switch. Because I'm pretty much always there. It's a really good channel. I talk about it all the time in the videos because it's a really good channel. There's a lot of people there who have so much knowledge and are willing to share it with anyone who asks politely. I mean, as long as you're, polite and nice whenever you ask questions, everybody's down to help. It's my trusty drink of the day. So I'm using a straw because I have some sensitivity in a front tooth that basically I think a filling kind of fell off altogether. And now that's allowing liquid to touch something, the nerve sort of, that it's not supposed to be able to. So I'm going to get it taken care of eventually, but until then, I just have to drink out of straws and stick the straw like in the back of my mouth so that the liquid doesn't touch my tooth, So it's still workable, but it is what it is. Back on topic. This is it for the one-to-one. If you like the videos, if you like the channel, please don't just subscribe, but share it with other people who might be, who might like it too. This is going to get to 1,000 subscribers eventually, I hope and pray. And if it does, honestly, when this hits 500 subs, I'm going to start putting out a video every day. Every single day I'll start putting out a video. Maybe not on Sundays, just because Sundays I'm usually pretty lazy. So, but I'll be putting out, other than that, and even then I'll probably put out a video, just a short video. But I'll be putting out a video every day if it gets to 500 subs. Because when it gets to 1,000, I'm going to try making a real thing at this. I'm going to try putting out a lot of helpful videos, not just on Summer's War. Eventually I'll expand a little further. Also, my roommate, who has sort of a stake in the Magic the Gathering company that I sell Magic the Gathering cards with, He's sort of brought up the idea of us reviewing games, and I'm for it. So we very well may also eventually launch into reviewing games. Right now, I'm going to be focusing on this. I'm not going to be adding that into it until this is really grown or it dies. One or the other, right? I've got to follow this through. You don't want to do 50 different projects at once because then you're not giving each individual project the time that it deserves. So I'm going to jump off here. I'm sorry that the codes that I put out earlier this morning, they went deactivated like an hour after I submitted them, and that's why I tried to post the video as fast as I got them, because I knew they were likely to be no good within an hour. Basically, the way it works is for those daily codes, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time or 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, the codes deactivate, right? Because like that's when it's the next day for them. Is Central Standard Time 10 a.m. So, and I think that's noon game time. I don't remember, but either way, so you configure yourself from Central Standard Time. If you get a code at 9:52 a.m. Central Standard Time, you need to go put that sucker in as fast as you can because it's probably going to deactivate in 8 minutes. So that's it, guys. I'm out. Thank you for the help. Thank you for helping me get subscribers. Thank you for pushing it out. And, thanks. That's it. That's all I got. Thanks.